Good evening.
Good evening.
Right. As happens annually, this YouTube channel has received undue attention from an absolute bunch of reprobate Year 7 children. And so if you are one of those reprobate Year 7 children, if all goes to plan, I have linked a video in the thing below this thing. Go and watch that video, right? It's about a book, which is the cornerstone of our relationship. And then inspired by that video, put your screen away and never look at it again. I obviously love you. Now go and do that. Bye-bye Year 7 students. Great. We've got rid of those guys. Now listen, I can't believe I was so stupid. Like genuinely the first time around. I can't believe how thick I was. And this was just supposed to be baby brain because as we know, there was a new child on the scene. But what I've been talking about in relation to this dynamic between the Doctor and Clara and how it throws the role of the Doctor and the companion into sharp relief and they intermingle and change is so overt in this story. It's just so overt in this story. And this, I'm sure when I watched it the first time round, I thought was just like the blink. You know, the one where they give one of the main characters a bit of time off because they need a bit of time off. And therefore, viewing it in that way, where you know the sort of the framework that goes on behind the fiction, I've just missed it. I've just missed what a glorious examination of Clara's new confidence, her new role within the TARDIS, how that impacts upon the Doctor. This is honestly, in terms of long-term storytelling, I think the most effective that Doctor Who has ever been. Because when you do storytelling, what you're talking about is development of character more often than not. Yes, circumstances and things like that. But you think about the best stories. Oftentimes they're about adventures and this, that and the other. But the ones that resonate are the ones where the people that we identify with are changed and grow and develop. What's that phrase? Bildungsroman. Is that, I think that's a type of book in which I don't know. Anyway, the fact that we've gone from Clara, and I know that Lib was shirty about it last time, and that's okay. That's okay. The fact that she was going from leaving to now, more so than ever. And it is so overt being the Doctor. And don't sigh. This is going to come to fruition in a couple of episodes' time. 3 episodes' time? Where, honestly, the first time I watched it, I was absolutely furious. That's right. So, just on the here and now. In terms of this long-term development of the characters, do you want to make any more noise?
Sorry, I'm just quite happily having a nice drink.
Wow. In terms of the long-term development of these two characters, we can talk about this now in a way we've never been able to talk about Doctor Who before. Genuinely. I'm so embarrassed that I missed all this the first time around. What a thicker. Right, so we've covered that. Let's just talk about this as a story. When this started this evening, Lib said, and I'm sorry if I'm going to steal your thunder here, Collins. Lib said to me, oh, they're just like the Doctor and Ace, this pair. And, well, something along those lines, wasn't it? And I think there is an awful lot of truth in that. But I think, actually, what that screams to me, and I think I was already thinking this beforehand, is this story reminds me so much of a Doctor Who story that we've talked about so often, and that's Survival, the final story of the classic run. Do you remember it, Lib?
Tell me what happened with it.
So it's the one in which the Doctor and Ace land and they're all cats around Perivale.
Yeah.
And
yes.
Right. It's on a council estate.
Urban
setting. Yeah.
Something the way they were dressed that made me think of Ace, or the way she slung her back on her shoulder.
That's a really...
Like
Yeah. And there was something about that dialogue when they came out of the TARDIS at the start that was... I could hear McCoy and Aldred doing those things. But this story screams Survival to me. There's something about the music as well. There's just something about the tone of it. And I think that Survival is so much of a blueprint for what came on with Doctor Who. And I think it's an absolutely standout story. And I think it was one of the most mature stories of the original run. What's beautiful about this story is we've got what could be seen as, a monster of the week type story, but it's so much more than that. I really think. What did he call them? The bone. He gave them a name at the end, and I missed it. Anyway, I must look that up. But this idea of 2 dimensions and 3 dimensions, I mean, it could be quite nebulous, but actually I found it quite freaky and quite weird. The scenes where it was creeping across the wall. There was a couple of moments where Winnie in particular said, oh, it's not very impressive. But oh my gosh, that bit towards the end where they were walking and they'd found 3 dimensions and they were all fuzzy and weird and off. That really resonated with me. I love the moment of farce when they're swinging on the chair. It's a real pity they couldn't go the whole hog and let us see them coming through the window, which was clearly a cut for, well, either for finance or expedience or whatever else like that. Not a cut, it was a decision not to make that happen, which is a pity. The whole conceit of the Doctor, this Doctor in particular being stuck in the TARDIS because, more so than any Doctor that has come before, Capaldi can own that space and do that space. I mean, I think that's a feature of this Doctor. Them being in that environment and just talking to the room. The Doctor has often talked, but Capaldi talks to the room. And that moment where he dances, I absolutely love that. And the ridiculousness of the TARDIS shrinking and the jokes that you have with that, the hand coming out of the bag was just lovely. When she takes the mallet out, oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. And then... what's the line? When she says, like the Addams Family, and he had to creep the TARDIS. That was absolutely magnificent. Absolutely brilliant. I loved, now what was his name? What was the name of the graffiti kid? Reggie, whatever his name. Another sort of, another could-be companion. I like the fact, I mean, I don't like the character, but the mean sort of superior guy. Oh, Winnie was cross about him, wasn't she? What a nasty piece of work. But again, that's a Doctor Who trope. In many ways, this was a fairly traditional story. You know, apart from the Doctor companion relationship, this is a fairly land, sort problems out, go and deal with it. Oh, you've saved one of the people that probably you didn't want to save, but you've saved the person that... Oh, and that line that Capaldi said, where he said, your last picture saved the world. I can't wait to see what you do with your next picture. That's character development in a single line. The moments where Clara has to lie and she's proud of herself. She's proud of herself for being like the Doctor, but the Doctor looks at her as if she's suddenly sunk to his level. Oh, that was potent stuff. I really felt that. The lying to Danny. And the Doctor's not happy about her lying to Danny. He's really not happy. I don't think... Is it because she's lied to him? Is it just the lying? You see, we've never talked about these characters in this way. It's so cool. Libs, what did you think? Come on.
I thought it was a little bit style over substance.
Okay.
But I did like the style.
Yeah.
You know, the sort of visual effects.
The aesthetic of it was great, wasn't it?
It was just a different visual effect. It's not like an alien or an alien doing a thing.
Yeah.
It was just like a whole like worldly effect, wasn't it? Which I quite liked. But my main criticism...
Yes.
Is Clara, sorry.
Right. Cara's our niece.
She might be, sorry, hi Cara. She might be acting as the Doctor, but you can't just act as a Doctor and become a Doctor.
No, this is true.
You know, you could go into my work and swan around doing
I can't
things that you see me do.
Yeah, but I can't be...
You'll never be a Doctor.
It's interesting, isn't it? That one of the... We've talked about this.
And also you can't go into my work and do that.
I'm not going to do that. I'd both were struck off and I'm qualified yet. It's interesting, isn't it, how one of the things, and we've talked about this in passing, that is a trope of Doctor Who, is how the Doctor inspires people to be the best version of themselves. But that's not happening with Clara. That's something different. She's mimicking the Doctor. This is such good stuff. Yeah, but you know the fact you didn't like it? I'm sure that's woven into the programme. That's the point, isn't it?
Maybe.
Oh, it's good. I cannot express to you how frustrated I am that I didn't get this the first time round. It just maddens me. What can I say? Oh, dearie me.
That bit with Missy at the end.
Oh, We don't even know who she is, Lib.
I know.
We don't know who she is. We don't know who she is. Oh my God, I'm so excited. This is just so good.
Winnie's going to pop. Has Winnie seen much of Missy?
Don't think either of them have seen any of Missy. Anyway, right, okay. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, fantastic. Right. If you are one of those year 7 students who's lasted this far, like, get this. There's never any swearing here. There's nothing inappropriate, okay? You can
Unless it's me.
Unless it's my wife, in which case you can't sack me for that. And you can trawl through all these videos and there'll be all sorts of nonsense. But listen, please, if you've lasted 10 minutes and 31 seconds into this video, do yourself a favour. Will you go and watch some Doctor Who, please? You can watch City of Death. That's a banger. You can go and watch Remembrance of the Daleks. It'll be incomprehensible, but flipping hell, that's a banger. Midnight, it will scare the socks off you. You're too young for such things. Don't watch that one. Oh my gosh. Just Doctor Who is so good. So good. Anyway, goodbye.